Hi guys, it's Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Why don't you hang around for a little bit and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my video updates. I'm currently on a weight loss journey with Weight Watchers, and I also like to travel, so sometimes I'll post a vlog on a place that I maybe visit with my husband or with my friends. And today I thought I would bring a video to you that's a little different, just kind of talking about my journey. And as you can see from the title, maybe talk a little bit about the reason why I switched plans and how that's going. So let's get into the video. So, like I said, I have recently switched plans on the Weight Watchers app. I went from the green plan to the blue plan. So, sometimes I think it's good to just put things out there that could possibly be helpful to other people. And sometimes it's nice to also do an update on how you're doing in your journey, and maybe it can help someone along the way, which is why I decided to post this video. And if you're considering changing plans, it might give you some insight and help you either decide to stay on the path that you're on or embark upon something new. So like I said, I went from the green to the blue plan, and I made this change back in July. So it's about mid-September. So July, August, September, about 3 months now I've been on the new plan, and I'll let you know how that's going, but just a little bit about why I first selected the green plan. So I've been on and off Weight Watchers for many years, and I really do love the plan because I'm not a calorie counter. It just seems like that would be overwhelming to have to count every little calorie that I intake. And if you go out to eat, sometimes there are hidden calories in your food, so the measurements are not always accurate, and it just didn't seem something that would be easy for me. So to go from counting hundreds of calories to a whole number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just seemed like something that I could easily do and manage. So that's one of the reasons why I keep sticking to the Weight Watchers plan. Also, once you kind of get the hang of it, I think you kind of got it. Once you get the basics, if you leave the plan for a little bit and come back for a little bit, it's something that it sticks with you. You know that vegetables are 0. You know that fruit is 0. And so those kind of things just kind of stick with you. So the reason I selected the green plan when I came back was because the green plan gives you 30 points on the plan. So 30 points a day is what my baseline was. I don't know about any of you guys, but I got 30 points a day. And 30 points is pretty good. I mean, you could manage that pretty easily in your food choices, again, with all the 0-point foods that you have. So I just thought, entering in the plan after being off for a little while, I'm going to go in with the 30 points a day on the green plan, kind of make it easy on myself, kind of get back used to tracking and a little more leeway. And plus, of course, you get your weeklies, which are 35 in the plan that I'm on. So 30 a day plus 35 over points if you go over. It's pretty generous on the green plan. So I did that for a while, and it got me back into a mindset that I needed to get into for losing weight in terms of tracking and just discovering foods and how many points they are, rediscovering restaurants and what they offer. And I did that for a little while, and I lost a few pounds, but I remained stagnant for quite a while. I mean, like almost, guys, like a year. I kept losing and gaining that same little 3, 4, 5 pounds, and what it made me do, I don't know if that was for you guys, but it made me go into this mindset of I'm never gonna lose any weight. I might as well just stick to this and count these points, and if I go over some days, oh well. I mean, what's an overage of 5 points gonna do, you know, on top of my weeklies now, meaning I've used my weeklies as well. So it was just, I just kind of got defeated. I thought, well, what's the point, you know? And then I started considering changing up a little bit and moving to the blue plan. The scariest thing about moving to the blue plan was that I went from 30 points a day to 23. That's 7 whole less points a day. 23 points. I didn't know how I was going to do it. But, you know, I figured I needed to do something. And I did. And again, that was since July. So I went from 30 points to 23 points a day. And you know what I started to do? Incorporate more of those 0-point foods to make up for that 7 points that I was missing on a day-to-day basis. So for example, black beans, corn, and of course eggs, all of these chicken breasts. So just kind of started incorporating more of that food into my diet, and it was easier than I thought. So I'm now on the blue plan. I've changed it up a little bit, and since July I've lost 7.5 pounds. So for me, it was the best move, because it really kind of reawakened my desire to lose weight, to stay on track, and I'm seeing the results, and so that really makes me happy. So one of the other things that I've noticed after you're kind of recharged and you lose a little weight, you want to start doing other things, right? Because I don't want to see this slide, the scale, now that it's going down. I certainly don't want to see it stay the same. I don't want to see it go up, of course. And so you start to figure out, and you know, for many of you guys that may have been on the plan before, you know this feeling when it starts to kind of catch on and you kind of get a hang of it and you get a little success, started feeling kind of confident. It kind of lights a fire under you, and it makes you want to do more and to keep it going. So you get really creative with your food choices, and you start doing things differently. So when quarantine first started, I working here from home, I would do like a little daily walk outside. I had my Fitbit. I would count those steps. But something happened, kind of got into a little funk, and I just didn't want to leave my place as much. I didn't even feel like putting on sneakers and going downstairs for a little walk. So I would do other things, but for the most part, it just kind of went by the wayside. But now, you know, I have a treadmill. I should probably use it, right? So I dusted that sucker off, and now I'm doing 30 to 40 minutes at a speed that I can maintain, that I'm enjoying. I got a little book that I like to read, and I'm doing more of the treadmill. So on top of eating less points and finding new ways to kind of save points for treat meals over the weekend and that kind of thing, I'm also doing the treadmill. So for me, changing plans just kind of, again, reawaken the desire to lose a little weight. Not a little, but you know, I still have a big goal, but we'll get there. But it reawakened my senses to get more creative, to really be on it, to track every little thing, and to also discover foods that I may not have thought about before, and ways to eat that are yummy and that kind of, you know, feel the desire to eat crunchy or junk kind of foods. So, you know, it's one of the reasons why I started doing that Simplify cookbook recipe follow, to discover new foods. So if you're new here and you didn't know, I'm doing a cook-along with the Simplify cookbook. It's the Weight Watchers cookbook. I'm not a chef by any means. I am a home cook, but I do know how to throw some things together. So far I haven't been really challenged in the book, but they have some really good recipes there, and they, you take advantage of vegetables and fruits that you may not have used. So if you're interested in that, follow me along on that. And then also, guys, discover other channels here on YouTube and other folks that are following whatever plan you're on, because they all have really good ideas sometimes. I am one of the ladies that I follow, Sophia Marie D. She's doing a challenge right now, and it's called Erase the Weight. And she's on Instagram. I'll link her Instagram here below. But it's a challenge. I follow this little challenge. It's, you know, another thing to kind of just keep you motivated. So, you know, discover other folks here on YouTube and see what they're eating and what they're doing to just, again, give you new ideas and keep you motivated. So I am, like I said, I've recently lost 7.5 pounds. I have 8.6 pounds to go for this mini goal that I've made for myself. And I hope to get there really soon. I have a big birthday this year in November, and I'm hoping that I get to that goal by November. So if you made it to the end of this video, I hope that it was helpful to you, and I hope that if you're a place where you're wondering if you should change plans or not, that maybe it helped push you in the direction that you want to go, or maybe the plan that you're on now works for you and it suits you fine, like you were where I was, you know, some months ago, where I thought, no, let me just stick with green because it's helpful, and it'll allow my mindset to get back to the place where it needs to be. But in any case, whatever you decide, thanks for watching. I hope, again, that it was helpful to you, and I'll probably do these once a month, just kind of where I am in my journey, you know, to lose weight. And if you like the content, please give me a like and leave me a comment. I would like to know what you guys are up to and get to know you a little better. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow the channel and I could use your support. So, okay, that's it for now. See you on the next video. Bye!
Sinking deeper